El mundo de los validadores está lleno de propuestas de valor agregado, que buscan atraer usuarios dentro del espacio para validar sus fondos con ellos y poder ser más competitivos en el rubro de la validación de transacciones. Pero, ¿qué debemos considerar al momento de elegir un validador? Hoy nos acompaña Ivan Timakovich, CEO de Stakewolle Validator, para compartir qué es lo que hace este validador especial y cómo se mantienen a la vanguardia en esta industria. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of criptomonedas.do. Thank you for tuning in for another week, and thank you for making us part of your Monday routine to make sure that you start off the week with relevant information from people that, with their actions and efforts, attempt to create an impact in the blockchain space. Today, we're joined by Ivan Timakovich, which is the CEO of Stakewolle Validator. Welcome, Ivan.
Hello, thank you. Thank
My
you for
pleasure.
inviting me.
My absolute pleasure. So for those of you who don't know, Stakewolle has a presence in over 40 chains within the Cosmos ecosystem, and they're also using their Restake app to make it easier for users to use the validator and use this technology. And so, yeah, welcome and thank you so much for being with us, Ivan.
Thank you for inviting once more. Yeah, it's a pleasure to answer your question. Right? Yeah, I'm really looking for speaking with you.
Awesome. We're really excited to speak with you too. So, Ivan, I would just like to start off with having a little bit of a personal story on your side. Like, how was it that you became invested in the blockchain space? How did you discover this technology, and what eventually led up to you founding, or getting into the validator game?
So, well, we started 2 years ago with the secret network node, but before this, we were just developers oh. Uh, in a metal industry. Yeah, like
Oh, wow.
all those. Yeah. Our team was creating some uh, dev tools for this sphere. But then we discovered staking, we discovered secret network, and we created one node, then another one, then then it goes, and what we saw the opportunity. And supporting the community actually of stakers. Like you are having your own node, okay, but what else? We saw that there was an opportunity to create something cool, something educating, and we decided, yeah, well, we'll do it. Why not?
Absolutely. That sounds amazing. And how did you come with the name Stakewell?
Well, so wall is actually the German word for special type of fabric. I can't remember, but it actually doesn't mean anything.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
love
just
it.
sounds it just sounds cool. Yeah, steak wall.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Those.
but right now we have our mascot, our Sharky.
Yeah, I saw him.
His name is Wall. Yeah, or Wally, as you wish. Yeah. But so yeah, right now it has a meaning.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that. And Ivan, can you tell us a little bit about the team behind Stakewell and their expertise in the field of blockchain? Because you said you came from something a little different. So I would just like you to talk a little bit about the expertise of the team.
Well, so that we're working with like metal industry. It's not only our our teammates' specialization. We actually have some some guy from Cambridge who actually studied philosophy and
Wow.
history. We have some consultants from PwC. Yeah, we have some cool designers which worked with small businesses, but decided to join crypto and to do this crypto style. Yeah, and developers. Yeah, from the metal industry originally. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think that's a big history in crypto, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to add that we not just came up with like staking. We were exploring this field with our devs, and actually, I would say we are pretty good devs in a blockchain. Not just pretty good, we are awesome. Yeah,
absolutely.
let me say that. Yeah. Because right now we do some monitoring tools, some APIs other for the other entities in crypto. Yeah, so this is our experience.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's interesting how in crypto, I think we obviously all have a like a past and a background, and it's amazing how like people from all walks of life end up like getting involved in crypto. Like I've met people that they were like chefs, or they were like worked in hotels, and they just like read a white paper or something, and it changed their life, and they learned how to code, or they learned like about a technical analysis, or they studied like an MBA in finance or something like that. So it's amazing like how like no matter what your background is, you can always add value to the crypto space. So that's amazing. I love to hear that you have philosophers and you have people from everywhere contributing to Stakewolle. That's awesome. And I was also going to ask you, like, which other were you exploring then other options besides like the validator aspect of a blockchain before going ahead with a validator?
Um, yeah, so like that actually setting up a node is pretty easy.
Yeah.
So it's what we decided to do,
Yes.
and then we found some customers who was interested in investing in some blockchains, and yeah, we invited them, and so we got our first money, our first investment. Yeah, as, as we can say, like investment in our project. Yeah, and it worked well.
Awesome.
So this is how our business started.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. And Ivan, what sets Stakewolle apart from other validators in the market? Like, what advantages does it offer to its delegators?
Okay, so what I started with that we do a lot of media content. We
Okay.
have a YouTube channel, we have Twitter profile, we have a Discord server, Reddit profile, a Medium profile, and TikTok. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and so on. Yeah, so we're trying to share the information, share the education on as many channels as possible to get as many people educated as possible. That's our first thing that um, actually is our advantage compared to other validators. And what we create right now. Yeah, we actually created two bots for Telegram. One
Okay.
of them is a status validator bot. Yeah, if it's possible, it would be great if there will be a link for
Absolutely.
it, because it's bot which helps you to check your validator statuses.
Okay.
So if your board, if your validator gets jailed or inactive, you get a notification. So well, your validator get jailed. Yeah, please like redelegate or something like that. Yeah, and another one is Explorer, but
Okay.
it's in a beta phase.
Okay.
So yeah, it's actually like Minscan, but in a Telegram too. Yeah, we love
Okay.
Telegram.
Okay.
Actually, I work in it. So yeah, yeah.
That's great.
And what's coming actually, and I'm pretty excited to tell you about that. That we are going to create a gamification platform. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I will not hide it. Like, okay, it will be like Crew 3, but the thing with Crew 3 is that you should approve all the requests by yourself, like by human.
Yeah.
Why doing that when you have blockchain? Yeah, it can do everything by
Of
itself.
course.
So yeah, we are going to start a gamification platform
Okay.
for a lot of chains. Yeah, and just subscribe to us to not miss any news on that kind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So all those links, we're gonna put them like right below, like when we like actually
Hmm.
have the episode ready. So absolutely, because we do want people to get involved with like the validators that come to the show, to the programs, because that's the ultimate
Mm-hmm.
way to learn, by using these platforms. So we invite everyone that listens to this episode that please go and check out everything that Ivan is saying, and we're going to have everything in the description and everything, so that you can get access to these tools, because we really do believe that
Mm-hmm.
no matter like how much like we've advanced in the time since Bitcoin first launched, there's always things to do. Like there's always improvements to be made, either to like a validator, like different products, everything. Like, and by us, like how fast it's moving. Like there's this book that I really like that's called The Hard Thing About Hard Things, by this guy named Ben Horowitz. I don't know if you've heard or read the book. So he gives a big explanation about like the starting of like the internet. He was like really involved. Like he like pretty much created like cookies, and they were like involved in a bunch of different projects. But he's always telling like how fast the industry is moving. And I think that if the internet being born was moving fast, blockchain moves like 10 times as fast. So yeah, it's a lot of work. I know that you guys probably have like your handfuls with a lot of work, but I'm glad to hear that you're constantly improving.
Oh well, we have a lot of work. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Ivan, how does Stakewell ensure the security and safety of its delegators' assets?
Well, okay. So for our own addresses, our own wallets, we use Ledger and multisig. Yeah, we have and for our servers, we not only rent data centers, but we also use self-hosted some bare metal servers. Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. I think that it's good that people understand, how actually a validator takes care of their assets, because there's still little people that are skeptical, about like proof of stake, and they'll think like, no, I'll just hold my assets and I don't want the yield and I don't want these benefits. But it's actually the only way that you can really participate in a network. I think that that's like one of the greatest things about a proof of stake consensus mechanism, is that you can actually participate in the decisions within a blockchain. So I think that staking is really valuable. So it's important that people read about different validators when they're trying to stake their funds. So as well, we're going to have the link for the website of Stakewolle down in the description, so that people go and they can actually take a look at the website. I know that you were telling me that you have the new website coming up, so that you're really excited about that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The site that exists right now is pretty ugly, to be honest. But yeah, the new one will be, oh my god, just awesome. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. We're really excited to take a look at that. So we're gonna have to bring you back later down the road, so you can tell us like all the neat features of the new website. And I know that in the introduction I said that it was over 40 chains, but can you like tell us a little bit about the different networks that Stigwell currently supports? And you already said a little bit about the bots that you're using, but like how does it monitors like the work of its nodes on these networks?
Okay, so we will date mostly Cosmos ecosystem
Yes.
networks like Cosmos, Osmosis, Juno, Axelar, Injective, Shentu or Certic, Yumi, and so on. And we recently we just started to validate Solana. Yeah, we
Oh
were
wow.
we were in a testnet, and now we are live on the mainnet. Yeah.
Wow.
Um, yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, pretty excited about it too. So how to mentor all those nodes? We have three levels of mentoring. The first one is mentoring of hosting providers. The
Okay.
second one is hardware and software mentoring. We use for the Prometheus and Grafana, which actually helps us visualize. And we use to post those visualization or Twitter, but we found that it's pretty boring. Yeah, that's why we we don't use it right now. And the third level is blockchain mentoring. So those
Okay.
three levels. In case of an issue with each level, we have a different types of notification. So firstly, we have an email from our hosting providers. Uh, And then, secondly, we have Telegram notification from Grafana if something, if there's no data for some reason for about one node or one network. And lastly, we have a notification from blockchain monitoring. It's from our blockchain chicken bot. Yeah, so this is pretty it. We have different types of notifications.
That's good. That's good. It's always
Yeah,
sometimes
and
it gets.
let me add.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me add something. And if something happens, have a 100% insurance for your funds. Yeah, we
Amazing.
actually had some issues with our hosting providers. That's why we actually use our bare metal services, and we paid all those funds. You can check, like coin, for example.
Amazing. That's good. Like I said, it's always good to have all this information when you're delegating your funds, because you do want to choose like a validator when you're gonna be like, peace of mind that my assets are, that everything is okay, nothing is gonna happen. So I love all the monitoring. I love all the notifications. Like when you were mentioning that it'll tell you that you have like a network is idle or something like that happens. I really like that. So it's good that we have all those instruments to like when we're using the Stakewolle Validator. And another feature that I really like and that I would like you to talk about is the Restake app from the EcoStake team and how it helps like Stakewolle delegators. Like how does that help maximize their rewards?
Okay, so basically, I think I should explain how staking works, like for a little bit.
Yes.
So yeah, uh, you have, for example, like 100 atoms, and you said it one like, okay, I want more. So you delegate those atoms to one of the validators, for example, Stakewall.
For
Yeah.
example, yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So you lock your funds. We actually don't have it. We like something like have a right to use your funds to validate the node, to actually work as a validator. Yeah, to keep the node running, keep the blockchain running. It's thanks to our validators delegate on us. And You lock your funds for for example 21 days, 3 weeks. Okay, and they are locked afterwards, but for these 21 days you can't actually undelegate them, so they are still holding on us, and if something happens they are delegated to us or other validators. Anyway, while those 21 days goes, you get your rewards. Like um let me like let it be like 1 year and 20% APR. So you get 20 atoms. Yeah, and there goes next year. Your funds are still delegated, and you have another 20 items. So you have 140. But what you can do, you can actually delegate those 20 items again by the end of the year,
Mhm.
for example. Yeah. And so you will have like 120, and let me calculate it. Yeah. So you will have on next year 24 items by the end of the year. And imagine if you will do it not just year by year, but like every day or every hour or every 5 minutes. You will get more and more and more and more rewards. That was basically Restake does. So how does it work? You grant us to our wallet um, possibility to make a special transaction. This transaction is actually delegating your rewards to you,
Okay.
like to us. I mean, like your rewards, yeah, to us, and that's all. We can't do anything. No, just this one transaction, which keeps like every 5 minutes, 1 hour, every hour, or so on. Yeah. And yeah, this is how Restake works. And one more thing, like for each transaction on blockchain, you usually pay some fees, and what Restake does is validators actually pay those fees. Yeah, so we pay
Okay,
those fees for you. It's absolutely free for you to do Restake. Yes.
that's great. And it's like one thing that I like that you mentioned and that people should like continue to learn is that whenever you're investing an asset, whenever you're delegating your funds, you always want to find the best way to maximizing those funds, because some people will say that, oh, I don't have, like a lot of money to invest, like I don't have like I can only invest like this much. Okay, if you have that much to invest, then find the ways to maximize, the impact that those funds can have. Like, and this idea of like redelegating every single day, every 2 days, whatever, whatever suits you, when you have a service from the validator that is actually like contributing so that you stay committed to that course because you have an investment plan for the long term, that really does help you maximize your, the assets that you're producing, because at the end of the day you want a larger bag of coins. That's ultimately what you're trying to achieve. And so I like that. That's a great feature that for a validator to have. I appreciate the fact that that you take care of all the fees, because like, yeah, that's something that people are like, no, but the fees are too high. And that's, a bunch of reasons why a bunch of friends that I have, like they moved, from the Ethereum network over to the Cosmos ecosystem because just the gas fees were insane. I remember back when the DeFi summer was happening a couple of years ago, it was insane. Like I was trying to like restake some, I don't know what token it was, but I think I was gonna have to pay more in gas fees than I actually had right there. So I was like, I'll just wait for a day when like price is not as high. So and people forget about those days. Like if you haven't been around for a couple of years in this space and you haven't interacted with other ecosystem that's not just the Cosmos ecosystem, you really don't have a way of comparing how it used to work to how it works right now. And obviously it's a space that, again, it's constantly developing. So I'm really happy to hear that you're already connected with in the Solana ecosystem. That's amazing, because at the end of the day, what we want to do is that we want to bridge all these different ecosystems together. That's pretty much the main goal of the Cosmos ecosystem. So, and speaking about the Cosmos ecosystem, you're talking a little bit about development, that you have a development as that you're good developers. But besides the fact of like actual like coding development, like how does Stakewolle contribute to the development of the Cosmos ecosystem? Like what are your plans for the future of Web 3.0?
Okay, well, so what we do for our Cosmos ecosystem, we do run public RPC nodes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can check them on Cosmos repository or on ResTakeUp website. Uh, yeah, and recently we launched Injective. We developed some Telegram bots. Yeah, I told you about that.
Hmm.
And what else we do? Now we collaborate with Staking Rewards website. I guess you know them. Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, we provide them with the API to track
Okay.
other validators. Yeah, so we basically use
Nice.
our API to track other validators too. Yeah, and we provide this API for them. We provide a history of their slashing, commission info, uptime, and government participation. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, our developers directly contributed to Cosmos blockchain repos by using dependencies in these repositories. Um, yeah, let me. Yeah, and if we see some bugs, we connect with the team and tell them, okay, there's bug, please fix it. Yeah, we do with we do with two networks right now. We having a discussion about uh, the points of growth, points of development that they have.
Awesome. And what are you excited about of the future of the validator game, and what are you also excited about the Cosmos ecosystem?
So why we excited about Cosmos ecosystem?
Yes.
Well, because it's great. Like we see how ideas from Cosmos ecosystem are spreading through the crypto world. So the best way to adore something is to copy it,
Yeah.
as we know. Yeah, so there. Yeah, so Cosmos is absolutely great for this reason. So for example, for Solana, for its idea that it has everything, every D app on its network is not so scalable. It's not so it's not so convenient, I guess. But it's Catalan is pretty popular too, and if there's great D apps. But what we see in Cosmos that it's very very flexible in that means. So you have your own project and you create the blockchain for it, or you can blockchain on another blockchain on Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah, and it's makes the work for you easier because on Cosmic Ecosystem you can change everything like very, very fast and easy. There's IBC, and a lot of people actually who are interested in Cosmos ecosystem, who are there. It's community. Yeah, we have our own media concerning like I mean Cosmos ecosystem. We as a Cosmos ecosystem we have our own media only about Cosmos, which is great. And I guess we'll see Cosmos in the future how it will grow and grow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that that's something that's really exciting. I like what you say that the best way to adore something is to copy it. So yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. That's one of the beauties and the advantages of pretty much everything being open source. That's one of the strengths of of blockchain in general. And I was also going to ask you, can you tell us like anything else you would like to add about the roadmap for Stakewolle? Because I know you mentioned the website, but is there something else in the pipeline that you would like to tell people?
Well, I guess I should start with the website because I didn't cover it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we are going to um, publish new website. Yeah, it will be with really cool design with our mascot Wally. There will be a platform for like a really advanced platform for staking your crypto assets, and there will be gamification. Not only for staking but for other crypto projects too, like other dexes. Maybe we are negotiating this process right now, and there will be different projects which you will use to like gain new level, go to the next league, and so on. But what opportunity we see right now is actually going to a real world from crypto world for to
Hmm.
fiat money. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are going to create our own bank, which will be connected
Okay.
to crypto. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Wow.
yeah, it plans by the end of the this calendar year. Yeah, and we are pretty excited
Wow.
to actually start doing this.
That's
But right
big.
now we're building our website. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. That's gonna be yeah, that's gonna be great. So yeah, you're gonna have a really busy 2023. Sounds like.
Yeah. Oh well, it's very busy right now.
Yeah, but I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. And Ivan, you were telling people a little bit about how to reach you and like how they can better like communicate with the community. I'm just before we go into like all of that, I would just want to go into like the last portion of the interview, which is the rapid fire questions. These ones you can just answer them with the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, nothing embarrassing, I
Okay.
promise. uh,
I
I
trust you.
Awesome. So Ivan, which was the first coin you owned and why?
The first coin was Litecoin, and it
Okay.
was yeah. Why? Because I asked my friend to give me some crypto for my birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he said like, "Whoa, it's too hard with Bitcoin." Nah, uh, take this Litecoin, and I was okay. And now I'm working in crypto.
Yeah, like I said, it happens. It just like works its way into your life, and then it consumes everything. And now, yeah, and now we're here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. And Ivan, what's your favorite beer?
I don't drink actually.
You don't drink. Okay. What's your? Do you have like? Do you drink coffee, tea, like a favorite
Yeah,
something?
yeah. My favorite something. I like orange juice.
You like orange
To be
juice?
honest, yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I mean, it's better than beer, but
It,
with my
yeah,
taste, I don't
I
know.
just bought like a machine to like squeeze fresh orange juice, so I understand it's important.
Whoa,
It is important to have your orange
yeah.
juice in the morning.
Oh my god, you have awesome mornings.
I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I do have my awesome mornings
I
with
would
my.
run out of my bed if I had this machine, like to get those orange, fresh orange juices.
I'll just have to ship you a big container full of oranges and one of these things.
Do it, please do
Awesome.
it.
And Ivan, what's your favorite hobby?
Oh, my favorite hobby. It's actually spending time with some interesting people, like
Okay.
speaking with them, knowing their path, how they decided to do something. Yeah, I'm really interested in people and in people in tech, especially because, as you said, you were chef and now you're crypto CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, your your life goes from just completely changed.
Yeah.
Just always interesting, yeah, and it helps in business too because business is mostly about partnerships. So
Absolutely.
understanding what people thinks people do, it's the best way to create your business,
Totally.
to
Yeah,
develop your
totally.
business. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that was one of the most valuable things that came from Cosmoverse this past year in Colombia was just the fact that everyone got to like talk to everyone. Everyone was really friendly. They were really open and they were, like you say, open to collaborating. And I think that's, yeah, you're absolutely right. That the only way that you can actually get to collaborate on something is getting to know people. So I agree with you 100%. I also love, like just having a cup of coffee or something and just talking to someone like we're doing right now, like exchanging ideas and seeing what's important to you, how can we contribute together. So that's a great hobby. Having a good conversation is a really, really good hobby. And
Yeah,
I've been
and there will
go ahead.
be we are going to participate in Cosmoverse in Turkey. Yeah,
Awesome.
this year.
We'll see you there then.
Yeah. Oh well, and speaking about Turkey, yeah, can I? It's something it's actually pretty important.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
guess you all have heard that there was earthquake in Turkey and Syria. Yeah, and we donated some dollars to it because like there's only way to donate right now. And if you would like to donate some atoms or other uh, Cosmos tokens, coins. We have some. We have two addresses, Cosmos and Osma. So they are pinned on our Twitter. Feel free to donate them. We'll transfer them to fiat and then donate to Turkish Red Crescent, is the charity organization. Yeah.
That's awesome. I saw that on your Twitter, and thank you so much for doing that because it's a way of like you were saying, like turning crypto into something real, like real impact, and it's amazing that we have these tools, right? That we can just like send a couple of tokens to an address, and just like that, it can be converted into fiat, and it can actually impact someone's life. I think that's a great use of blockchain technology. So thank you so much for donating yourselves and for making it easier for people to actually want to like they want to contribute to make it easy for them. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
And Ivan, what's your favorite book?
Oof. My favorite book. Well. There's a lot to choose. Hmm, hmm. Mm, let's pick something popular. It's like Ray Bradbury,
Red Pepper.
451. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because actually, I sometimes sometimes I uh, just see those things that Bradbury wrote about in our life. Like, I mean, like I myself listen to some podcasts, some YouTube videos, educational YouTube videos, which was like murmuring as Bradbury wrote, as I remember me in the year. Yeah. And I see like some pieces of entertainment. I don't believe like the whole this passage, whole this idea of burning books,
Hmm.
but something's great. And what I really love is the is Bradbury's uh, text itself. Yeah, how it wrote,
Oh yeah.
his style. Yeah,
Yes.
I really love it. Just
Yeah.
and a lot of people love it, so that's why
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I chose this.
Martian Chronicles is great. I love that book. I've read it a bunch. It's just a really good like collection of short stories, and it really like yeah, his way of writing is amazing. You know, like keeps up like the suspense, but also the way he details things and the conversations between characters, and just the way he draws out emotion in his characters, and like keeping it like interesting and fun. So yeah, that's great pick. I really like Ray Bradbury. So what else?
Yeah,
Ivan, if you could choose between flying and being invincible, which one would you choose and why?
flying and being invincible.
Yes.
Well, I'm flying.
Good.
Why should I be invincible? I mean, like, yeah, to fly to Turkey and other
Yeah,
customer
right?
versus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good answer. And finally, Ivan, what do you think the prices of Bitcoin and Atom will be 2 years from today?
No financial advices.
No financial advice. No financial advice.
uh, let me think. Okay, it depends a lot on the economy of United States. First of all, yeah, on the overall global economy. Yeah, from 2 years. So uh, I would be positive about the prices.
Good.
That's what I say.
That's what I like to hear. Good, good. I'm
Yeah.
positive too. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are up in the air, and people are, I'm sure, like just like anxious like about what's going to happen. But the important thing is that here in the blockchain space, everyone is just going to continue building. We're going to continue developing things. So like instead of like worrying about like, oh my god, what's going to happen, better use that mental resources to actually do something and contribute for the ecosystem, or something that you can do instead of worrying so much. So uh Ivan, can you then please give people the information as to how they can like be in touch with you? How can they be engaged with Stakewolle?
Okay, join our Discord server, join our Telegram group, follow us, comment, reply on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, and you can even find us on Instagram. the, those are the basic ways.
Awesome. We'll make sure to give people the tools to get in touch with you. And Ivan, I just want to end up by thanking you and acknowledging you for all the work that you're doing. I want to acknowledge your team for doing all the hard work of you know having a validator and everything that you're doing. I'm really excited to take a look at the new website. I'm excited to see that what you're saying about having your own bank, to like make it people like making people's lives easier to like navigate in between fiat money and digital assets. So yeah, just really looking forward to having another conversation with you in the future. And once again, thank you so much for spending some of your time with us.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, you're doing a great work.
Thank you so much, Ivan. So we'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay.
Take care.